much easier for me to work with people anywhere in the world.
If I've got a team of 4 guys here and they're running at 80% efficiency, it's a big problem.
BBC Click, who recommended our app as one of the 4 best ways to record your trip.
We're looking to double double our turnover every 2 years is our current ambition.
So Tradewind was formed in 2009, and the objective was to develop a novel type of vertical axis wind turbine. Fundamentally, traditional wind turbines struggle to capture very low wind or struggle to capture very high wind if they make the blades very big. Our technology development is that we've overcome this problem by making sails which dynamically reform. They can change size and shape in very short periods of time, meaning on a low wind day we can capture lots of wind, and a very high wind day we can still make some energy. So it's a unique technology. Principally
what we do is to convert image data, as you get from MRI or CT scans, from medical scanners, into appropriate models for which you can do simulations. It's a wide range of applications. It's a tool, a software tool, so it's a software product which enables the conversion of image data into, as I said, these models that you can analyze on a computer. Now the range of problems you can do are, for example, it's used in oil and gas to look at pumping oil through porous medium. It's used in medical industry to look at how implants, for example, hip implants would perform.
Scanstrut is the market leader in installation equipment for marine electronics. So we supply mounting hardware for putting radar, satellite TV, GPS, navigation lights, etc. onto yachts and powerboats. Working with our resellers and our partner brands, for example, like Garmin and Raymarine, etc., to design solutions to support their products when they're being installed onto yachts and powerboats. So we have a really strong innovation ethos here. R&D is the core of what we do at this business.
A product called Geo Video. It's a specialist piece of kit involving video cameras, high-tech computers, and this costs about £4,000. We were using it to give route referenced video to the highways industry. And we started a new company last year called RouteShoot Limited, which offers an iPhone application that gives you route referenced video, a video together with a map, together with a trail, all available out of your pocket.
We found it comparatively easy to attract talent to come and work for us. We have some really interesting projects on the go. We are developing some really exciting ideas and products. So if you make that offering to somebody who is a designer or an engineer living in another part of the country to say, well, you can come and do some fantastic design work. Oh, and by the way, you'll be based in the southwest, and at the end of the day, you can go sailing, it's half an hour down the road, or you can go to the beach or the Dartmoor or wherever. So we think we've got the best of both worlds here.
It's the opportunity to work in a small but very dynamic and friendly business environment, which is at the interface. It's quite an interesting company. It's at the interface between industry and research.
So although there are challenges in getting the right staff quickly, I think if you work hard at it, you can still get really good staff. And the draw of the lifestyle and the area is a big one, so people will move for it.
Probably the biggest thing is outside perception. We're based in the southwest. Getting to places like London, Birmingham, Sheffield can be a pain.
We've had a challenge with finding premises. That's been difficult. And the biggest problem right now based down here is IT and broadband speed. We have a real problem. We do a lot of remote training for our resellers around the world, so we'll have a web conference where they'll all sign in, take part. 25 of them will be online and asking questions and watching our presentation, and we really struggle for broadband speed for that. And also we're developing quite complicated CAD models now and sharing those with our subcontract partners. We have products and components made in China, and the transfer of documents is proving quite challenging at times. So that really needs to be sorted out quite quickly, we feel. Otherwise I think the southwest may slip behind the rest of the country. We are actually, this part of the industrial estate is the end of the good broadband. The other side of that road, you haven't got a hope, which is a terrible situation.
There's a community here already, the Marsh Barton Business Forum group, and they're trying to lobby at the moment to get improved broadband here, and it is a big deal actually. If we as a company did not have a reasonable broadband connection, we would struggle to do some of the work that we do, and I think that is a restricting factor for certain companies, even on this industrial estate.
I had assumed originally, quite naively, that actually just simply having a good product, a competitive product, would actually be it would be snatched off the shelves, literally, and that just hasn't been the case in that sense. There is still a lot of work. I think to a large extent we're sold our USP, our unique selling proposition is a unique product, but nonetheless there is a whole array of work to be done in terms of marketing it and selling it.
Networking as well is another important thing. Civil engineers don't tend to be very good at networking. We like to sit in our boxes. We're all having to get out there now and network. We've
had one or two grants to support some of our innovation ideas. The latest product we're developing, which is a waterproof case for iPhone 5, we've had some support on the tooling design for that from Southwest Manufacturing Advisory Service, who've been terrific. And there's plenty more out there, I think, and there's still more schemes coming through.
I think one of the big challenges there is that the market is very risk averse. People want to know their money is safe, and although renewables is quite a safe bet, a small company in renewables is still seen as a risk.
The seed funding early on was incredibly useful, particularly very targeted funding. I recall some funding we got from UKTI of the order of a couple of £1,000, but enough to build a banner and to attend a conference in the US was really a very nice starting point, and really helped us at a point where that was a lot of money and was a hurdle. And the SMART funding, which was a small amount of money, relatively small amount of money, but actually we wouldn't have survived without it.
But we're only talking about a few £1,000s, which even in a small business doesn't actually get you very far. The challenge is making that money go further and levering it to do more, and we've worked hard at doing that.
I mean, there's lots of things I'd pass on. Crucially, I think it's about your people. It's about your technical ability, but the attitude of those people above everything else.
I think tech businesses in the Southwest, certainly in terms of software, IT, stand a very good chance. The world is becoming a smaller and smaller place, and you can reach it from your bedroom if you wanted to.
But also you need all the systems around it to support it, to distribute and market, and that's the overheads of that are much larger than most technologists think or believe initially to be. And it's still, I still underestimate, we still underestimate the amount of effort required to, for example, make a sale.
So although I think it's challenging being a small technology company in the Southwest, I think there's a great potential, and actually that's growing even as we speak. We now find it much easier to get parts than we used to around the area. The skill set is increasing, it is a growing pool, and with more and more technology companies coming to the Southwest, I'm sure that we'll find it easier to grow and develop in the future, so I'm looking forward to a bright future.
Thank you.